authority. Influence without authority is a very interesting topic. It is always existed, but there's a lot of talk now because in product management or product development areas, it's important. A lot of times we have individual contributors, but they have to interact with different stakeholders, internal stakeholders within the organization, and hence they need to persuade and influence them to take actions and look at the larger outcome and the actual goal. So it's become more important to understand how could we have certain strategies to influence without authority when I don't have the power, but I'm in an individual contributor role, and how can I interact with different stakeholders within the organization. As a leader, if that's a role that I have, it's the first most important thing is credibility. If you can build a credibility around your expertise or your subject matter, it really helps you connect with people because they see you as somebody who they can reach out to and they can trust for the knowledge or the expertise that you have in that particular field. Now, the second part of it is, so the first is expertise. The second one is your relationships in the organization. What is the kind of relationship you've built through interacting with different departments, cross-functional teams? Have you interacted them during your lunch break, tea break? Have you had normal interactions with them? That's important because the relationships that you've built with cross-functional teams will help you get to them, convince them for the ideas that you have, convince them for the projects that you have come up with or models that you want them to be approved. They will trust you because that's the right kind of relationship that they have with you. They know you. They also know that you are a subject matter expertise. The second part of it is understanding the organizational structure or hierarchy better. If you do understand that, it's easy for you to understand who are in high power and who have this authority, who can help you get these approvals, or who are people who are interested in these kind of models or projects that you're pitching or ideas that you're pitching. And so it's called the high power or the high interest kind of matrix. But the third part is slightly tricky, but you need to be able to map your stakeholders, people you interact with. More than that, you should know the hierarchy, as in you should know how your organization functions. Where do the approvals happen from? Who is the person who will be the decision maker in a particular department? And then slowly start building relationships. Other than your own manager or team leader introducing you to the entire team saying you are going to lead the project, it's important to start building these relationships with different cross-functional heads, and depending on the hierarchy and how the approvals would happen, it will help you reach to them better. It will also give you a chance of